The Ark of the Covenant, one of the most enigmatic and sacred artifacts in the Bible, has fascinated believers and scholars for centuries. What exactly was this golden ark? And why was it so important to the Israelites? Today, we will explore the history, mysteries, and impact of the Ark of the Covenant, from its construction to its disappearance. Get ready for a journey through time and faith. The divine order to build the ark marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Israelites. God instructed Moses in precise detail, stressing the importance of obedience and reverence. This act symbolized the covenant between God and his people, establishing a sacred and lasting pact. The materials used in the construction of the ark were meticulously chosen. Acacia wood, known for its durability, was coated with pure gold, giving the ark a heavenly glow. The precise dimensions and quality of the materials reflected the grandeur and sanctity of the divine work. Bezalel and Aholiab were the skilled artisans chosen for the task. Endowed with wisdom and talent, they faithfully followed divine instructions. Their meticulous work and dedication exemplified the cooperation between the divine and the human in realizing sacred purposes. Gold and acacia wood were not just chosen for their durability and beauty. Gold represented purity and divinity, while acacia symbolized incorruptibility. These materials together formed a tangible symbol of God's presence and holiness among his people. The cherubim on the ark had a deep meaning. With outstretched wings, they symbolized guarding and reverence for the divine presence. These angelic figures were a constant reminder of God's closeness and the need to maintain a pure and devout heart. Moses, chosen by God, played a crucial role in overseeing the construction of the ark. He ensured that divine directives were strictly followed, ensuring that every detail was in accordance with God's will. His leadership was essential for the creation of this sacred object. The mercy seat, a cover of pure gold, had a profound meaning. It was considered the place where God met his people, a symbol of mercy and forgiveness. During the rituals, the high priest sprinkled blood on him to atone for Israel's sins. Inside the ark, sacred items were kept: the tablets of the law, a pot of manna, and Aaron's rod. These objects symbolized God's covenant with the Israelites and served as constant reminders of his provision and leadership. The consecration of the ark involved elaborate purification rituals. The priests performed specific ceremonies to sanctify the ark, using sacred oils and incense. This process ensured that the ark was worthy of housing the divine presence and of being used in religious ceremonies. The covenant with God, symbolized by the ark, established an eternal pact between God and the Israelites. This divine agreement promised protection and blessings in exchange for obedience and devotion. The ark was the physical testimony of this sacred relationship, inspiring reverence and spiritual commitment. The Ark of the Covenant is often portrayed as an instrument of miracles, being the center of several biblical narratives that show divine power in action. His supernatural interventions demonstrate the active presence of God among the Israelites, reinforcing the people's faith and obedience. In battles, the ark played a crucial role, being carried by the priests at the head of Israel's armies. Their presence symbolized the assurance of victory, instilling courage in soldiers and giving them a spiritual advantage that often resulted in impressive triumphs over their enemies. During the crossing of the Jordan River, the ark performed one of the most remarkable miracles. When the priests carrying it touched the waters of the river, they opened, allowing the people of Israel to cross on dry land, reaffirming God's wonders for his people. The fall of Jericho is a classic example of the catalytic power of the ark. As it was carried in procession around the city walls for 7 days, followed by a loud outcry from the Israelites, the walls collapsed, granting them a decisive victory and demonstrating God's invincible strength. When the Philistines captured the ark, they were quickly afflicted with a series of calamities. This curse served as a clear warning of the danger of disrespecting the sacred, underlining the need for reverence and demonstrating the divine protection that surrounded the ark even far from its people. The Ark of the Covenant was seen as a powerful divine shield, protecting the Israelites from external threats. Their presence conveyed security and confidence, ensuring that God was among them and cared for his people. This protection was essential in battles and in everyday life. Only specially consecrated priests could touch the ark, highlighting its sacredness and commanding respect. This exclusive privilege reinforced the importance of the priesthood and underscored the need for purity and reverence when dealing with sacred objects, as a tangible symbol of the divine presence. The ark was considered God's throne, symbolizing his sovereignty and presence among the Israelites. Its location in the Holy of Holies, the holiest place in the tabernacle and temple, reinforced the idea that God dwelt among his people, guiding and protecting them. During Yom Kippur, the high priest performed specific rituals involving the ark, asking forgiveness for the people's sins. This act of atonement was central to spiritual renewal and maintenance of the covenant with God, highlighting the importance of the ark in the Israelite religious system. The deadly power of the ark punished those who approached it in an irreverent or disrespectful manner. Biblical examples show that touching the ark without permission resulted in immediate death, highlighting the seriousness with which sanctity and divine commandments were treated. The transfer of the ark from the tent of meeting to Solomon's temple marked a solemn and deeply significant moment in Israelite history. This act represented the transition from a nomadic period to an era of stability and spiritual permanence in Jerusalem. The temple dedication ceremony was a grand event that established the ark as the center of Israelite worship. The presence of the ark conferred an unparalleled sense of sacredness, uniting the nation around its faith and spiritual identity. The manifestation of God's glory in the temple was a tangible testimony of the divine presence among the Israelites. The ark, located in the Holy of Holies, became the focal point of this revelation, filling the space with an aura of holiness and power. The ark's exact location in the Holy of Holies reinforced its central role in the temple liturgy. Only the high priest could approach it, and that only once a year, during Yom Kippur, underlining the sanctity and mystery associated with this sacred artifact. The liturgical function of the ark in the temple encompassed several rituals and festivities that celebrated the covenant between God and Israel. By serving as a point of spiritual convergence, the ark consolidated religious practice and strengthened the cohesion and identity of the Israelite people. The chief priest had a crucial role in Solomon's temple. He was the only one allowed to enter the Holy of Holies, where the ark rested. This sacred privilege required rigorous preparation and symbolized direct intermediation between God and the people of Israel. The renewal of the covenant in the temple was a moment of profound spiritual significance. It reaffirmed the pact between God and the Israelites, strengthening the national and spiritual identity of the people. These rituals served as a constant reminder of divine presence and promises. The ark symbolized the national unity of the United Kingdom of Israel. Their presence in Solomon's temple consolidated the centrality of Jerusalem as the spiritual and political heart of the kingdom. It was a powerful symbol of the cohesion and strength of the people under divine leadership. The construction of the temple was profoundly influenced by the presence of the ark. The architectural plans and chosen materials reflected the sanctity and importance of this sacred object. Every detail aimed to honor God's home among men, making the temple a place of reverence and worship. The veil of the Holy of Holies gave an air of mystery and secrecy to the place where the ark rested. This veil separated the sacred space from the rest of the temple, symbolizing divine transcendence and the need for purity to approach God. The Babylonian invasion was a devastating event for the Israelites, culminating in the destruction of Solomon's temple. During the looting, many sacred treasures were lost or taken. The Ark of the Covenant, a centerpiece of worship and symbolism, mysteriously disappeared, leaving a profound spiritual void. Several theories have emerged about the whereabouts of the Ark. Some believe it was hidden by priests before the invasion, possibly in underground tunnels or secret caves. Other speculation suggests that the Ark was taken to a safe location outside of Jerusalem, remaining hidden to this day. Ancient historians, such as Flavius Josephus, mention the Ark in their writings. However, reports of her are ambiguous and do not provide conclusive details about her fate. These narratives fuel curiosity and debate among academics and theologians, keeping the mystery of the Ark's disappearance alive. The Church of St. Mary of Zion in Ethiopia is one of the most fascinating sites related to the Ark. According to Ethiopian tradition, the Ark was taken there by Menelik I, son of Solomon, and the Queen of Sheba. Access to the supposed Ark is restricted, adding to the enigma. Over the years, many expeditions have been organized to find the Ark, but they have all failed. Explorers and archaeologists have faced insurmountable obstacles, from inhospitable terrain to a lack of hard evidence. These fruitless searches only intensified the fascination and mystique surrounding the Ark. Searches for the Ark of the Covenant have been fruitless, with numerous expeditions failing to locate the sacred artifact. Explorers and archaeologists have scoured the Middle East and beyond without success. Each failed attempt only increases the mystery surrounding the Ark's whereabouts, keeping global curiosity alive. Prophecies, ancient and modern, fuel hope that the Ark will one day be found. Religious texts suggest that his return is linked to great events in the future, fueling speculation and expectations. This optimism perpetuates the search, even in the face of repeated disappointments and false leads. The loss of the Ark had a profound impact on Judaism, symbolizing a temporary disconnection with the divine. The absence of the sacred artifact is felt as a spiritual and historical gap, influencing rituals and religious practices. The search for her is also a search for reconnection. The hope of finding the Ark is strongly linked to the idea of a rebuilt temple in Jerusalem. Many believe that the rediscovery of the sacred artifact will signal the beginning of a new spiritual era. This vision motivates both faith and archaeology. Legends and myths surrounding the missing Ark abound. Stories of supernatural power, curses, and divine protection surround the artifact. These narratives contribute to the ongoing fascination and aura of mystery surrounding the Ark, keeping its legacy alive in the popular imagination. The Ark of the Covenant represents the sacred relationship between God and the people of Israel, symbolizing an eternal pact of mutual fidelity. This artifact is not just an object, but a tangible testimony of divine commitment, reinforcing the trust and obedience of the Israelites on their spiritual journey. Guarding the tablets of the law, the Ark embodies the essence of the divine legislation given to Moses on Mount Sinai. These commandments are the moral and spiritual foundation of Israel, and the Ark serves as a constant reminder of the need to follow the precepts established by God. The divine presence is symbolized by the Ark, which was considered God's throne on earth. When the Israelites carried the Ark, they believed they carried with them the holiness and direct guidance of God, strengthening their faith and guiding their actions. In the Yom Kippur ritual, the Ark played a central role in the process of atonement and forgiveness. The high priest entered the Holy of Holies to sprinkle the blood of the sacrifice on the mercy seat, symbolizing the cleansing of the people's sins and reconciliation with God. The Ark of the Covenant has inspired the faith of believers throughout the centuries, serving as a powerful icon of devotion. Its story and symbolism lift the spirits of the faithful, reminding them that the divine presence is always with them, guiding and protecting them in all circumstances. The Ark of the Covenant is often seen in Christian typology as a prefigurement of Christ. Just as the Ark contained the law of God, Christ is the living incarnation of that law. The divine presence that dwelt in the Ark is compared to the presence of God in Jesus. In rabbinic tradition, the Ark is a symbol rich in meanings and interpretations. It represents the spiritual center of the Israelite community, where the tablets of the law were kept. The rabbis teach that the Ark is a point of connection between the divine and the human, a portal into the presence of God. The Ark also holds a special place in Jewish mysticism, where it is seen as an object of deep meditation and prayer. Mystics believe that the Ark is a vehicle for achieving high levels of spirituality and connection with God, being a focus of devotion and contemplation. Furthermore, the Ark continues to be a symbol of hope for many. It represents the divine promise of protection and continued presence. Even though it is missing, the Ark inspires faith and trust in the alliance between God and His people, reaffirming the belief in times of renewal and redemption. The Ark of the Covenant serves as a spiritual point of convergence, unifying diverse traditions and beliefs. She is a link between the past and the present, between the divine and the human. Its story and symbolism continue to inspire and unite people of different faiths and cultures. The Ark of the Covenant maintains an enduring fascination in popular culture. Films, books, and documentaries explore its mystery, capturing the imagination of millions. The power and symbolism associated with the Ark transcend time, making it an inexhaustible source of curiosity and inspiration for generations. The physical search for the Ark has intrigued archaeologists and adventurers for centuries. Excavations and expeditions attempted to locate its whereabouts, but without success. This archaeological enigma fuels theories and speculation, keeping alive the hope of one day unraveling one of the greatest mysteries of antiquity. The Ark of the Covenant has an undeniable importance in Israeli history, representing the divine presence and the alliance with God. It was central in crucial moments, such as the crossing of the Jordan and the fall of Jericho. Its historical impact continues to be studied and revered. Unresolved questions about the Ark and its ultimate fate continue to haunt the human mind. Theories about his disappearance and possible hiding places generate heated debates. These unanswered questions add layers of mystery and fascination to the already enigmatic artifact. The Ark's influence on art and literature is profound and varied. Paintings, sculptures, and writings over the centuries reflect her symbolic and spiritual power. From religious works to fiction productions, The Ark inspires creativity and reverence, perpetuating its cultural legacy. The Ark of the Covenant is a central theme in several theological traditions, being seen as a symbol of covenant and divine presence. Different religions interpret its meaning in different ways, reflecting their own doctrines and beliefs about communication and the pact between God and humanity. The biblical narratives involving the Ark of the Covenant are rich and varied, telling stories of miracles, battles, and divine manifestations. These accounts not only fascinate and inspire, but also offer a window into understanding the relationship between the Israelites and God throughout history. The mystery surrounding the Ark of the Covenant continues to defy human understanding. Despite archaeological advances and theological studies, many questions remain unanswered. This enigma fuels faith and curiosity, making the Ark one of the greatest religious and historical mysteries of all time. The legacy of the Ark of the Covenant persists in collective memory. Its influence is present in art, literature, and popular culture, reflecting the lasting fascination it has on humanity. The Ark represents a point of convergence between faith, history, and mystery, reinforcing its importance over the centuries. The Ark of the Covenant is an eternal symbol of mystery and revelation. It encapsulates the duality between the unknown and the sacred, challenging generations to seek answers and understand its true meaning. His presence in history and faith continues to inspire and intrigue, keeping the flame of curiosity and devotion alive. The Ark of the Covenant, with its mystery and history, continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts. Its influence transcends time, evoking reflections on faith and divinity. Many see the Ark as a symbol of direct connection between humanity and God, a reliquary of hope and promise. In addition to its spiritual value, the Ark also stands out as an artifact of enormous archaeological importance. The search for its location has driven expeditions and theories over the centuries. Each new hypothesis or potential discovery ignites the flame of curiosity and desire for revelation. The presence of the Ark in the biblical narrative is a testimony to its centrality in the Israelite faith. From Moses to Solomon, her journey reflects crucial moments in the history of the Hebrew people. More than a sacred object, the Ark symbolizes the covenant and divine guidance. Inspiring narratives in different cultures, the Ark of the Covenant has become an icon in literature and art. Films, books, and works of art explore its power and mystery, perpetuating its relevance. The Ark transcends cultural barriers, touching hearts and minds around the world. Like a riddle that defies logic, the Ark of the Covenant remains shrouded in mystery. Its story is an invitation to contemplation and study. It represents a point of convergence between the sacred and the earthly, a bridge between the past and the present, between the known and the unknown. The Ark of the Covenant transcends time as a symbol of spiritual union, representing the deep bond between God and the Israelites. It inspires faith and devotion, being a point of convergence for different religious traditions. His presence is a permanent reminder of divine promise and eternal hope. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pearls of the Bible channel and turn on notifications. May your journey of faith always be enlightened by the truth and wisdom of the Scriptures. To the next.